Wow. 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 Honestly, with the way this game started, kind of doubted it. Kyle Gibson on the mound was terrible today. You can tell from the first pitch he did not have anything out there tonight. Completely missing location, everything inside, just couldn't throw strikes. Padres eat him up a little bit. Bullpen was fantastic. The bullpen, honestly, this entire road trip, they said since the Texas Rangers series, to where they retire 34 straight batters. Of course, that ended today with Alvarado out there on the mound, but still, the bullpen was so great, and it gave the Phillies a chance to come back into this game. And that is exactly what they did without Bryce Harper, chipping into the lead for the Padres. Then you get a huge go-ahead home run by Kyle Schwarber. This dude is unreal. This dude in June is so unreal. Nick Castellanos getting 4 hits in there. Alec Bohm with another extra base hit. Garrett Stubbs getting a huge insurance run. Padres defense giving the Phillies another insurance run. And the bullpen was so shut down today. It was amazing. It was simply amazing from basically both sides. Besides Kyle Gibson, the offense and the bullpen were fantastic. Fantastic. And you get a huge series win over the San Diego Padres. And now your road trip, which has come to an end today, you ended at 7-4. And honestly, 7-4 sounds a lot better than 6-5. It does. It does incredibly. You get 4 wins in the series against the Washington Nationals. Hit a bump in the road with the offense against the Texas Rangers. Throw those games in the trash. And then you win 3 out of 4 against a very tough San Diego Padres team. You took advantage of a team that was going through an injury problem of their own. You got to their lineup. You got to their pitching. Their pitching has been fantastic this year. You got to their bullpen today. Yu Darvish was really good on the mound. You made him work. Got him to 100 pitches around the 6th inning. And you got to him. You got to him. And that is huge. That is incredibly huge right there. Just what a fantastic win. What a fantastic win. I'm still very sour about the whole Bryce Harper thing. We're still not going to know the extent of it. He's officially on the 10-day IL, and Moniak's called up. Still, kind of, sour about that, but still. This is what we want to see from this team. How they respond to that. How they step up. And this is how you do it. You get something, a little bit of something from everyone. Kyle Schwarber does his thing. Rhys Hoskins can maybe chip in. Nick Castellanos, 4-hit day. Maybe that's something to it. Hopefully. JT Realmuto, hopefully, the couple of bombs he had in this series can find a way, because Nick Castellanos and JT Realmuto, that's the one thing why I still can believe in this Phillies team and not just have blind optimism, because I know Nick Castellanos and JT Realmuto are way better batters than they have been this year. That's where my belief comes in a little bit. Then you get the other guys that are chipping in the bottom of the lineup. Alec Bohm with a lot of extra base hits in this series. Matt Bierling was huge today, especially defensively too. Bryson Stott, good as well. So overall, everyone chipped in. Everyone did their part in this game, and that is good, except Kyle Gibson. But before we get into the rest of this, everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to TTP Sports. If you are new to the channel, I definitely recommend you hitting that subscribe button if you're looking for all the latest Philadelphia sports news, recaps, and events. This is the place to be at, depending on the outcome, great or miserable, depending on the outcome. And if you are a current viewer of the channel, I am grateful for you being here that long and looking to continue that down the road. And if you're looking for tickets to upcoming sporting events, concerts, whatever you can think of, use the code TTP Sports down below for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. So any tickets to an upcoming Phillies home game, road trip, whatever you can think of, it's a great deal. Free $20 in your pocket, avoids the fees. Use it for anything you can think of. Don't pass it up. Use the code TTP Sports, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek today. So, Phillies, after being down 5-2 in this game early on, they come back and get a huge win in the final game of the series against the San Diego Padres and win by a score of 8-5. They win this 4-game series, 3 games to 1. They win the season series over the San Diego Padres. And this is basically what I just said. This is what you want to see from your team stepping up a little bit after this Bryce Harper situation. Everyone chip in. But the start of this game, Kyle Gibson was just flat out terrible. Kyle Gibson simply did not have it tonight. Well, today, actually. Just wasn't good out there at all. You can tell it from the first pitch. Missing a lot of pitches on the inside part, hitting a lot of batters. Wasn't throwing strikes, getting hit around the bunch, can't retire guys with 2 outs. Not good. Not good whatsoever. Padres score 5 runs off of him. Not good enough. But then you got to go to the bullpen. The bullpen was so shut down today. Shut down. Nick Nelson, huge in this ballgame. Huge. They give the bullpen a lot of rest, too. It did not overuse that many arms. You only used 4 guys out of the bullpen today. And a lot of that is because of Nick Nelson. Nick Nelson was very good out of the bullpen. He goes 3 1/3 innings, no hits allowed, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts on 32 pitches. Huge. Simply fantastic there. And just to look at Kyle Gibson's stat line, 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits allowed, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts on 61 pitches. Just not good from Kyle Gibson. I needed him to go deep into this ball game, and he did not. But thankfully, the bullpen was there the rest of the way. Corey Knebel, good in the 7th inning. Really good. Got a lot of help from Matt Vierling out there in right field, making an amazing diving catch. But still, 1 inning pitched, 1 strikeout on 13 pitches. Jose Alvarado, and Rob Thompson did say, with this Connor Brogdon situation, with him being on the COVID list, Jose Alvarado was going to be used in a little more high leverage situations. He was used today, and I was like, why? Why? He allowed a leadoff double to Eric Hosmer, but didn't allow him to score. I'm like, what? Where's this? Well, who is this Jose Alvarado? Not allowing a run to score after a leadoff double. Huh? I wasn't expecting that. But hey, honestly, Kim, the last batter, I thought he hit the ball 500 feet. Thank God it died. Thank God it died in center field. So, hey, he got 1 strikeout in his inning of work on 17 pitches. And then Bilotti comes in for the 9th inning, which was questionable at first because we're thinking to ourselves, why isn't Brad Hand available? Why isn't Seranthony Dominguez available when he threw 10 pitches yesterday? Why isn't he available? This is the one. I think they're kind of overly cautious with Seranthony Dominguez. I know he's coming off of an injury for the past couple of seasons. I think you're being overly cautious. The dude's been nasty this year. But at the end of the day, I guess I shouldn't question Rob Thompson because Andrew Bilotti goes out there and gets a 1-2-3 inning and does very good work on 14 pitches, gets a strikeout. And he did good work there. So who am I? Who am I to question the great Rob Thompson? Who am I to do that? So let's go over this ball game. Phillies, they had a chance. Top of the 1st inning. Nick Castellanos and Didi got on. 2 outs. Castellanos with a single and Didi with a walk. Phillies were actually very aggressive on the base path, too. They had a couple of steals in this game. So I do like the aggressiveness that they're showing, too. Nothing happens there with the 2 outs, though. Alec Bohm strikes out. Bottom of the 1st. Like I said, you can tell Kyle Gibson was off his game from the very jump. Profar walks to lead off on 4 pitches. Then he hits Cronenworth. Alfaro does fly out, but it manages to move the runner over. Eric Hosmer then gets a productive out, RBI ground out, scores Profar, makes it a 1-0 Padres lead. Then he manages to get out of the inning. Kyle Gibson does. Top 2nd, Phillies respond. Odubel Herrera with a beautiful bunt to lead off the inning. He steals second base, and then Bryson Stott manages to get an RBI single to score Herrera and tie the game. Stott then steals second base, and then Schwarber with a 2-out double, RBI double, scores Stott, makes it a 2-1 Phillies lead in the top of the 2nd. Kyle Gibson, another leadoff runner, but manages to get out of the inning and retire the next batter's 1-2-3. So solid inning there from Kyle Gibson. Phillies don't do anything in their top half of the 3rd. Castellanos did get a leadoff hit. He tried stealing second base during the Alec Bohm bat, but he got thrown out trying to steal. I like the aggressiveness this game, though. I do. But overall, maybe a little too aggressive some points. Maybe later on in this game. You'll definitely get into that a little bit later. Bottom of the 3rd inning. This is where Kyle Gibson blows up. Leads the inning off by hitting Profar. But then he gets a force out. Cronenworth grounds out to Rhys Hoskins. He managed to get the lead runner out there. Then he gets 2 outs. He strikes out Jorge Alfaro. But then Eric Hosmer on the first pitch, he singles. Cronenworth over to third base, so you get a first and third situation for Austin Nola. First pitch, sinker hanging right over the middle of the plate, meatball. He doubles to left field, scores Hosmer and Cronenworth. 3-2 Padres lead. Walks the next batter, walks the next batter again, so it's bases loaded for Abrams. He hits a ground rule double, scores 2 runs. Honestly, thank God for the ground rule double because it probably would have scored 3 runs. Makes it a 5-2 lead. Nick Nelson comes out for the final batter. A couple runners on. He strikes out the last batter to end the inning, strikes him out looking. Did that on 3 pitches. So solid work there from Nelson. Phillies go down their way in the top of the 4th, and really the Phillies don't do much until starting in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, though. Rhys Hoskins, he doubles with 2 outs. And then Nick Castellanos gets an RBI single, scores Rhys Hoskins, makes it a 5-3 Padres lead. Top of the 6th inning for the Phillies. Nothing goes down there. They go down 1-2-3. And then Yu Darvish comes out of the game before the 7th inning, so their bullpen is in the game. Chris Met out there on the mound for the Padres. Bryson Stott leads off with a walk. Good at bat there. Matt Vierling then gets a single, so you get 2 runners on for Kyle Schwarber. 2-1 count. Changeup hanging on the outside part of the plate, and the dude absolutely annihilates it to the opposite field taco, oppo taco, whatever you want to call it. 3-run bomb puts the Phillies on top 6-5. Huge at bat, and Schwarber knew it was gone off the bat. I'm like, wow. And I was in my group chat too. I was saying, would be huge to get a Schwarber bomb here. And you know what happened? I called it. I'm always right. You know, sometimes it's a curse always being right, but thank God in that moment, it wasn't a curse. It was a gift. I was right. I called it. Everyone thank me for letting that Schwarber bomb happen. But still, Phillies go up 6-5. And there was no outs on the top of the 6th, too. So, hey, clutch hitting there from the Phillies. Clutch. The next guys do go down 1-2-3 after that. But still, 6-5 leave. Corey Knebel out there in the 7th inning. 1-2-3 inning. Great catch by Matt Vierling out in right field on the Profar lineouts. Then you go top 8. Alec Boehm leads off with another double, so that's another double in this series for him. And then Garrett Stubbs on a 100-mile-an-hour pitch, actually. And no big deal to him. Lines it into the outfield. Scores Alec Boehm, makes it a 7-5 ball game. Jose Alvarado comes out for the 8th inning. Leadoff double to Eric Hosmer. I'm surprised his ball carried that much, but still good hitting by him. Austin Nola grounds out to Jose Alvarado, actually off his ass. And literally the ball bounced off his ass. And honestly, that probably prevented a single. He gets the first out there. But it manages to move Hosmer over to third base. Huge strikeout to Luke Voigt. And then he gets Kim to fly out to center field, where I thought the ball was hit 500 feet. But sadly, that was not not sadly, thankfully, that was not the case. Ends the ending there. Exhale. Sigh of relief. Everything out there with Jose Alvarado. Top 9. Matt Vierling leads off with a double. Kyle Schwarber moves him over to third base with a ground out. And then there's a wild pitch during the Rhys Hoskins at bat. Not a good play from Austin Nola. And Matt Vierling manages to score, brings home some insurance. It's an 8-5 Phillies lead. Nick Castellanos did get a 2-out single. Tried to get a little too aggressive, stretching that into a double. He was thrown out. It was very close, actually, on the replay. It kind of did look like he was safe, but it was one of those situations where maybe not that much information to try to overturn the call. So he's out. But, hey, I appreciate the aggressiveness out there from Nick Castellanos. And, hey, 4-hit game for him. So that is hopefully something for him to build on. That's his first 4-hit game of the season. That's definitely something we need to see from Nick Castellanos more times. And not saying specifically 4-hit games, but just finding some consistency with that bat is what I'm asking for. Andrew Bellotti comes out for the 9th inning, gets the first guy to pop up, then strikes at the next guy, and then gets Profar to fly out to end the ball game. And that's your win. That is your win for the Philadelphia Phillies. Win 8-5. Great win. Great, fantastic win by this team. Looking at the lineup, Kyle Schwarber goes 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs on the day, 3-run bomb, RBI double. Kyle Schwarber in the month of June, man. Kyle Schwarber in the month of June has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Rhys Hoskins, 1 for 5 in this game. Nick Castellanos, fantastic. They had the plate, went 4 for 5. Honestly, a lot of his singles were bloops, but it's saying, hey, they don't ask how you do it. They ask how many. 4 for 5 and an RBI for Nick Castellanos. Didi Gregorius in the cleanup spot today goes 0 for 3 with a walk. Alec Boehm, 1 for 2 with 2 strikeouts with Double Herrera, 1 for 4. Actually, 1 for 4 for Boehm, 1 for 4 for Herrera with 2 strikeouts, 1 for 4 for Stubbs with an RBI. Bryson Stott goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored and a walk. And Matt Vierling in the 9th hole goes 2 for 4. Runners in scoring position. The Phillies were actually really good with runners in scoring position. 5 for 11. 5 for 11 and left 4 runners on base. Overall, like I said, everyone shipped in. That's basically what it is. Basically what it is. And that's how you're going to have to win games without Bryce Harper. Everyone in this lineup has to find their way to chip in bit by bit. I'm not asking for everyone to get hits at every single goddamn moment. Asking for Schwarber to do his thing. Asking for Hoskins to do a bit of it. Castellanos, JT, basically these other top guys. Because Harper was the heart and soul of this lineup. And now without him being gone, the resilience they showed today, picking up for Bryce Harper and picking up for Kyle Gibson, who did not have a good day on the mound, in the bullpen going out there and being dominant, it's how you got to win. Well, the bullpen's not going to be dominant the rest of the stretch of the way. They're on an amazing stretch right now, though. It's fun to see. But they're not going to be this dominant over the rest of the season, though. They're going to have their ups and their downs. That's the Phillies bullpen for you. But still, like I said with this offense, everyone did their part today. And everyone, do their little thing bit by bit. Be aggressive. Try to find that energy that Bryce Harper can bring and put it in the lineup. That's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. I know most likely for, trade deadline and all that stuff, maybe they go out there, maybe get another outfielder or something like that. But who knows at this point? That's still a very long ways away. There's still a lot of baseball left to be played. So we'll wait and see. We'll definitely wait and see what happens from there. I see some guys in the chat. Mr. 89 honestly thought Castellanos was going to struggle. Glad he thought through that. Yeah, this is a good game for Castellanos. Hopefully he can find a way to build off of that. A Mariano Rivera-esque performance by Andrew Bellotti from Sean Fitzpatrick. How are you doing, Sean, my man? Haven't talked to you in a little bit. Ken Shaw says this is a huge win, as big as a win for Philly Nation as they come. We'll keep your seat warm, Bryce. Definitely. Solid bounce back series after the Texas debacle. Yep, that was basically just a bump in the road right there in Texas. Hate to see it happen, but sometimes you do lose series to teams that you should beat. So I guess at the end of the day, it is what it is. And you still got it. You won 7 out of 4, or 7 out of 11 during this road trip. So that's good. That's really good. Rob Thompson opening up the running game. Good to see. Yeah, the Phillies have actually been very uber aggressive on the base paths this year, too. They have a lot of stolen bases this year, and that's something that you probably didn't expect. But hey, Bryce Harper showed basically his entire game is giving 150% basically everywhere out there in the batter's box, on the base paths. In the outfield, sadly, he can't do that this year, but basically everywhere. And that's, the job of everyone else now. Give 150%. Do what Harper did. Not saying be, MVP candidate like Bryce Harper is. That's not going to happen. Do your job bit by bit, and you'll find ways to win games. Got your guys out there in the starting rotation. Zack Wheeler, Aaron Nola. They've been really good this year. The rest of the guys, hit or miss, I would say. They did talk about Zach Eflin before this ball game, too, thinking about yesterday how he only went 5 innings because he was feeling the knee situation there. So that's still something that they're going to monitor. But Zach Eflin was still very solid yesterday nonetheless. As Sean says, now let's cap off the day with an Avalanche Cup win. Oh, you want the Colorado Avalanche to win the Cup? Honestly, I'm rooting for Game 7. I just want to see Game 7 so I can see at least one more game of hockey. That's what I'm rooting for, but who knows what's going to happen today when the game is most likely going to start very soon. Yeah, definitely very excited for that. Definitely. Very excited to continue to watch it. And hey, they got a very important day off tomorrow too, the Phillies. They do. Very huge day off after a very long road trip. And you're going to have a very long homestand coming up with another very tough schedule at home. So let's see the schedule. 3 games starting Tuesday against the Atlanta Braves. Then you'll have a weekend series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Then you'll have a 3-game series against the Washington Nationals after an off day next Monday on July 4th. So that's weird. Phillies don't play on July 4th. Then you'll have a 4-game series on the road against the St. Louis Cardinals, 2 games in Toronto, you go to Miami, and basically, like I said, that is the tough schedule from there. Looking at this Atlanta Braves series, you're going to have your 2 best pitchers on the mound during this series. You're going to have Zack Wheeler on Tuesday, and you're going to have Nola on Thursday. Ranger Suarez is going to be in the middle of that on Wednesday. So Tuesday's game will be Zack Wheeler going up against Charlie Morton, and then you're going to have Ranger Suarez going up against Kyle Wright, and then you're going to have Nola going up against Ian Anderson. And looking at some of these Braves pitchers, Charlie Morton on the year, he's 4-3 with a 4.84 ERA. Looking at his past couple of games, 7 innings, 7 innings, 6 innings, 5 innings, 5 innings. So he's been better in his past couple of starts. On June 22nd against the San Francisco Giants, 7 innings and 11 strikeouts. Pittsburgh on June 11th, 12 strikeouts. So Charlie Morton has been really good as of late. So we got to find a way to make us his kryptonite. Then you're going to have Kyle Wright on Wednesday. He is 8-4 with a 3.18 ERA. Looking at his past couple of starts, 5 1/3 innings, 6 innings, 6 innings, 8 innings, 6 innings. So he tends to not go deep in the ball games. Game against the Giants on the 23rd, went 5 1/3 innings, allowed 10 hits, 4 earned runs, 11 hits against the Cubs, 5 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. So he hasn't been his best as of late. Looking at Ian Anderson's stats on the year, he is 6-4 with a 4.60 ERA. Looking at his last 5 starts, 4 innings, 6 hits allowed, 4 earned runs. Previous outing before that, 6 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 4 innings. So he hasn't been going deep in the ball games either. So maybe that could be a weak point that you can exploit in the Braves. Definitely there. Is Sam Coonrod out for the season? I don't think he is. I think he is actually getting close to starting his rehab assignment. So I think he's starting to throw now. I'm not sure when he's going to come back, but I think he's getting closer to beginning his rehab assignment. I think he's starting to throw, or getting close to it at least. Favorable pitching matchup against the Braves? Yes, definitely, with Zack Wheeler and Nola on the mound. Those are 2 games that you have really good chances to win. I know Zack Wheeler didn't have his best start against Texas a couple of days ago. I'm sure he's going to be looking for, the bounce back and have a really good start, and I'm expecting that out of Zack Wheeler, so we'll definitely see what happens from that standpoint. Can't wait for it, though. It's going to be a very huge series against your division rival. You don't have Bryce Harper. I know a lot of people keep saying that, the Braves won the World Series without a Ronald Acuna Jr. Entirely different scenario right here. Entirely different. I know, yes, you're missing Bryce Harper. You're missing your best player. The Braves lost Acuna last year, won the World Series. Yes, he was their best player. Right now, take it series by series, day by day, game by game. I'm not trying to look that far ahead saying, oh, we lost our best player. Look at what the Braves did last year. We're going to win the World Series. We're not doing that. Not going that far. Take it series by series right now. And the series you got to focus on next is at home against your division rival in the Atlanta Braves. You played them once already this year. You split a 4-game series. Let's see what we can do at Citizens Bank Park. Let's see what you can do. And the Braves have been hot as of late. Let me see if the Braves actually last couple of games, just to see where they have been the last couple. So I think they're playing right now actually against the Los Angeles Dodgers, but just to look over basically their stretch since their 14-game winning streak. So yeah, they won those 14 games in a row in June, the beginning of June. They lost a series to the Cubs, 2 out of 3 games. They won a 3 out of 4 game set with the San Francisco Giants. They've lost 1 and won 1 against the Dodgers so far, and I'm assuming they are playing right now. So the Braves, they've been hot as of late. In their last couple of games, they won, a lot of them. So definitely need to find a way to beat your division rival. Definitely need to find a way. And it goes, like I said, everyone chips in. So that's where I'm going to call it everyone for today. I'm going to enjoy Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So I appreciate everyone here that joins the live feed. As always, if you are late or tune into this later when it's not live, I definitely recommend hitting that subscribe button. Also leaving a comment in the comment section down below. I like to see those as always. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to check out everything in the description below. Painted Lines, BrodesMedia, everything like that. I recommend it. I also recommend hitting the subscribe button and also using the code TTPSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. And I will see you next time.